Alright, hey guys, I just got done watching the Twilight movie, and I'm going to go ahead and give my review on it. Alright, I walked in there thinking that it was going to be the worst movie I had ever seen, okay? So I had the worst expectations. I thought I was gonna hate it. I didn't see how they were going to turn this amazing book, my favorite book ever, into a movie, and I didn't know how they were going to visually be able to depict this. So, alright, well, I didn't love it. Like, it wasn't the greatest movie I've ever seen, but I didn't hate it. I thought it was pretty good. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna start off saying the things that I didn't like about it. And it seems like there's more things that I didn't like about it, but, just bear with me here. Alright, well, first of all, it seemed kind of rushed. Like, I know that there was no way they were going to be able to fit all of it in 2 hours. And they had to take stuff out. And, whatever. Because it's a movie, you kind of expect that. So that wasn't too much of a disappointment. But a lot of, like, small parts that kind of, like, get you knowing the characters, a bunch of those like small parts were taken out, and it was really a shame because like those small parts get you to slowly get to know certain characters. So I mean, that was kind of a disappointment. But what else seemed rushed was their relationship. Like, literally in the movie it seemed like Bella and Edward's relationship um, was over the course of like a couple days, like a week maybe, when really it's supposed to be, this long period of, it seemed like they kind of just met and now they're falling in love. Like it just didn't, it was rushed, basically. Um, Robert Pattinson, or however you say his last name, he did a way better job than I thought he was going to. He like I think, or I thought he was hideous. Like, I kept calling him a foot. Like, he looked like a foot because that's my derogatory term for ugly people because I hate feet. So yeah, I said that he looked like a foot. And yeah, he was just hideous. He was just hideous to me, and I was pissed, livid that this was who they chose to play Edward. But I thought he did like a decent job. Um, he he didn't bring to the character like the perfectness, like the way he spoke, the way he moved, the way he acted. It wasn't perfect, and it wasn't Edward, but he did a decent job playing Edward, and he had a pretty good crooked smile, I have to say. He really did. um okay, moving on. Everyone else, all the other Cullens, when I saw them in pictures on the internet and whatever, I was like, oh, this is the biggest crap of my life. None of them look good. They're all shitty, and I was pissed, okay? But when I saw them on screen, I was like, holy shit, they look really good. Alice, perfect. Everyone was really perfect, except Carlisle, a little bit iffy. But other than that, um, everyone looked pretty good. Anyway, what else I didn't like was how they changed certain lines. Like, some of my favorite little small lines were taken out, and they changed certain things. Um, for example, like, when Edward asked to change out of his biology class, he said in the movie he was like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna have to deal with it. But in the book, he was like, oh, well, I can see nothing can be done, thank you, or something. They changed little lines that kind of made Edward Edward, and whatever. Not a big deal, but they took out some of the dreams that Bella had. The dream between the wolf and the vampire, dream totally taken out. I was like, oh, okay. Um, okay, what? Another little small line that they took out was like when Edward rescued Bella from those people that were gonna like attack her or whatever, when he's like, talk to me about something, you know, that'll take my mind off this. In the book, she's like, when we get home, I'm gonna kill Mike Newton, or whatever she said. It was something really funny, but in the movie, she's like, put your seatbelt on. Yeah, I don't know. It was dumb, and it kind of made me mad because I liked that line. Also, one of my favorite scenes in the book is when Edward they're in their cars and they're about to leave school, and Edward like blocks Bella's way out of school so that Mike could come up and ask her to the prom. I love that scene because Bella sees him in the rearview mirror and he's smiling, and she knows that he did that on purpose. In the book, he's just like they're out of their cars and he's standing over there watching, and Mike comes up and asks Bella, and he's just like smiling. I was like, that is not how it goes. And seriously, it's not that far off from the book, so it's not that big a deal. But seriously, why couldn't you just do it like the book? Is it that hard? Put them in their cars, change it a little bit, and it would have been perfect. That's like one of my favorite scenes. It really made me mad. Yeah, and okay, there was a lot of corny things, like in biology. He just, when they first meet, he just overreacted that a lot, and like, I don't know, he wasn't very calm and collected, and I mean, I know he's all tense and whatnot, but he was like, I don't, it just seemed kind of comical. Also, another corny thing, when he's like running up the trees, what the fuck is he, Spider-Man? No, okay? Like, when I picture it in the book, like, he is a blur. You can't even see him because he's going so fast and whatever. In the movie, he's like, I mean, he's going fast, but you can, like, see him climbing up, and he looks like Spider-Man. I'm like, okay. And another thing that was ridiculous, this really pissed me off because, and I knew this was going to be ridiculous because there's no way they could have done this for the movie, really, because it's so whatever, but the meadow scene. It was disappointing. You couldn't even, like, it just looked like they put glitter on the actor, okay? And he was just, it was barely even glittering, and it was just really poorly done, and, like, it was supposed to be, like, the diamond, like, the light rays were, like, shooting off of him, and, like, the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. I mean, yeah, certain, like, parts of it looked really cool, like, and you can see, like, how it looked like diamonds, but no, like, it was really corny. You'll see. You will see what I am talking about. Oh, it was really disappointing. Also, Edward's eyes, they kept changing, like, when they were supposed to be, you know, the warm bronze color, they were black, and I'm like, or dark brown or whatever. They were only the bronze color like one time, and they showed you that. That kind of made me mad. I don't know. I just think a lot of things could have been done better, like the makeup. Oh, half the time Kristen Stewart was paler than him. I was like, that's not how it's supposed to be. And she never blushed, not one time. That's one of Edward's favorite things about Bella, is how she blushes and her cheeks fill with the, you know, the color. Not one time. They should have made it a point to do that. I'm sorry. I'm just really nitpicky about that kind of thing. Yeah. A lot of things weren't brought to the character. The Cullens weren't in it very much. Each of them had like 1 or 2 lines each. Jacob was in it for like 2 seconds. I mean, they just could have brought other stuff to the character, even though I still don't feel like Bella and Edward got enough time. I don't know. But yeah, it was much better than I thought, all in all. I'm running out of time here. James was absolutely perfect. That's exactly how I pictured him in my head. The baseball scene, amazing. It was really, really cool. Oh my gosh, I'm running out of time. The house, the scene, like the settings of everything, perfect. Charlie, amazingly funny. Love his character, love how he looked, loved everything about Charlie. Charlie was amazing, perfect. Prom was really good. Okay, except for the end where Victoria's walking away. That was comical. I almost started laughing. You'll see. But I was pleasantly surprised, and all in all, I thought it was a really good movie, especially if you go in not expecting it to be exactly like the book, And I